Welcome back, students. So in the last video we studied about heat. It's a form of energy that gives a sensation of hotness or coldness. We can measure the temperature of an object with the help of a thermometer. Thermometer. So actually thermometer is a Latin word. Thermo means heat and meter means measuring device. It's a Latin word. Thermo means heat and meter means measuring device. So thermometer means heat measuring device. Okay. Then different scales are there to measure temperature. One is Celsius scale, Fahrenheit scale is there, Kelvin scale is there. Normally we use degree Celsius scale in laboratory purpose, and to measure our body temperature normally we use Fahrenheit scale. Fahrenheit scale. Okay. Because if you have fever, suppose you went to the doctor and the doctor definitely will check the temperature and the doctor will say 100. Actually it's 100 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, not degree Celsius. 100 means 100 Fahrenheit. That's another type of or another scale to measure temperature. Then in Celsius scale our body temperature is about 37 degrees Celsius. 37 degrees Celsius. Okay. So it's clinical thermometer. Clinical thermometer means the thermometer which is used to measure our body temperature. Our body temperature. That's a clinical thermometer. As I told you, what is temperature? Temperature is a degree of hotness or coldness of an object that is measured with the help of thermometer. Thermometer is a Latin word. Thermo means heat and meter means measuring device. So thermometer means heat measuring device. Now different units are there or different scales are there to measure the temperature. That is, first one is Celsius scale, degree Celsius. Second one is Fahrenheit scale, degree F. Then third one is Kelvin scale or K. Kelvin scale or K. Now we will do two problems. How to convert this degree Celsius to Fahrenheit and Fahrenheit to degree Celsius. Two questions we will do. Okay. The question is already given. Convert 10 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit, and second one is convert 95 degree Fahrenheit to degree Celsius. So both of this we will do it. Okay. So the equation is to convert degree Celsius to degree Fahrenheit. The equation is F equal to 9 by 5 into C means degree Celsius plus 32. This is the equation to find or to convert Fahrenheit to degree Celsius. Okay. So now I need to convert 10 degrees Celsius to degree Fahrenheit. 10 degrees Celsius to degree Fahrenheit. So, what is the equation? Degree Fahrenheit equal to 9 by 5 into 10, this one is in bracket, plus 32. What is the use of this brackets? Means first you have to do the calculation inside the bracket. First you have to do the calculation inside the bracket. So, 9 by 5 into 10. It's 2. So, 9 into 2, 18 plus 32. 18 plus 32, and what's the answer? 18 plus 32? Huh? Yeah. 18 plus 32, what's the answer? 50 degree Fahrenheit. 50 degree Fahrenheit. That's the answer. Okay. 50 degree Fahrenheit. So, how will you convert the Celsius to Fahrenheit? The equation is 9 by 5 into degree Celsius plus 32. Okay. Now, the reverse we need to do. We need to convert Fahrenheit to Celsius. The equation is (5 by 9) into F minus 32. This is the equation to convert Fahrenheit to degree Celsius. One question I wrote, that is 95 degree Fahrenheit, you need to convert it into degree Celsius. 95 degree Fahrenheit, you need to convert it into degree Celsius. So, degree Celsius equal to 5 by 9 into 95 minus 32. 5 by 9 into 95 minus 32. Now, what's the answer? 95 minus 32. You will get it as 63. 63. So, 5 by 9 into 63. Now, how many times 9 will go in 63? That is 7 times. Now, 5 into 7, 35. 35 degree Celsius. So, 95 degree Fahrenheit is equal to 35 degree Celsius. So, this is a conversion. Okay. 2 questions will be there to do in your notebook. Okay. So, now we talked about how to convert degree Celsius to Fahrenheit and Fahrenheit to degree Celsius. So, this is the equation and you have to substitute in this equation and find the answer. These brackets are very important, means you have to do the calculation within the bracket first. After that you can do the multiplication or addition. Here it is multiplication and here it is multiplication and here it is addition. Now, it's clinical thermometer. Clinical thermometer means that's a thermometer normally used to measure our body temperature. Our body temperature. Okay. Now, here that's given in page number 36 in your textbook. A thermometer that measures our body temperature is called a clinical thermometer. That thermometer consists of a narrow, long, uniform glass tube. It has a it has a bulb at one end. This bulb contains mercury. Outside the bulb, a small shining thread of mercury can be seen. It's a thermometer, and this is a bulb of the thermometer. This is a bulb of the thermometer. Inside this bulb, it's filled with mercury, and you can see a narrow thread of mercury along this glass tube. Now, you can see the temperature that can be measured using this thermometer is from 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. Only this much temperature that can be measured using this thermometer. 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. Not more than 42 and less than 35 cannot be measured using clinical thermometer. Why? The reason is that it's designed to measure our body temperature. So, our body temperature will not go below 35 and above 42 degrees Celsius. Okay. So, clinical thermometer is designed to measure human body temperature. So, the temperature of human body will not go below 35 degrees Celsius and above 42 degrees Celsius. Now, normally the doctor will check or the nurse will check the temperature. They will keep the thermometer either in the inside our mouth, means under the tongue, or they will keep in our armpit, isn't it? Nowadays, these two methods are not followed. They will use the infrared. With the help of thermal radiations, they will measure the temperature. Okay. Now, when you use a clinical thermometer, actually you will measure the temperature by taking it out from the patient's mouth or from the armpit. Okay. They will take it out from the human body and they will check the temperature by holding it like this. Suppose this one is a thermometer. They will hold the thermometer like this and they will check the temperature and they will tell. Okay. So, the small distortion is there in that thermometer. Here you can see a small distortion. That is known as the kink. K-I-N-K. What is the purpose of this kink? This kink will not allow the mercury to fall down. The kink will not allow the mercury to fall down. Okay. So, when you take the thermometer from the human body, normally the temperature will not change. If kink is not there, then the temperature will decrease. So, kink is there to prevent the fall of mercury in clinical thermometer. That also there in your textbook, page number 40. What is the use of the kink? It prevents the mercury level from falling on its own. What is the function of the kink? It will prevent the mercury level from falling on its own. Then on page number 38, clinical thermometer is designed to measure the temperature of human body only. The temperature of human body normally does not go below 35 degrees Celsius or above 42 degrees Celsius. That is the reason that this temperature has a range 35 to 42 degrees Celsius. Then the temperature of human body is 37 degrees Celsius. Now, Can we use clinical thermometer to measure the temperature of boiled water? Can we use clinical thermometer to measure the temperature of boiling water? What's the temperature of boiling water? Water boils at 100 degree Celsius. Water boils at 100 degree Celsius. So, can we measure the temperature of boiling water with the help of this clinical thermometer? No. It can measure only up to 42 degree Celsius. Beyond 42 degree Celsius, we can't measure using clinical thermometer. Okay. Thank you.